Let me begin with some food for thought, but it's really a gift for you. But first, I have to say thank you to you. You gave me a gift that I really never thought I was going to get. The opportunity to keep your attention and to do the job for you and to make something together. I am overwhelmed with what we've been able to do at NewsNation to this point, and obviously we're just getting going. And the same is true for the Chris Cuomo project. The podcast is doing so much better in so many different ways than I expected. I got a long way to go with all of this. But when I think about where I was last Christmas and where my head was and where my heart was compared to now, it is just an amazing suggestion of what hope and what working on yourself and what believing in yourself and what letting people help you can be about. I'm no victim. I've never have been in my life. But I was dealt with circumstances, and people like you helped me get out of them by helping me to make something of this opportunity. So thank you very much. And I wish you a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever works for you. All right, now my gift for you. It is perspective. I believe that exposing the game is the best thing that you can be given the opportunity to see, because it gives you a real sense of where we are. And I have a great example of it, okay? This recent USA Today Suffolk University poll, it's all over on social media. Headline is powerful. Unhappy New Year? Question mark. It's a trick in journalism, by the way. It's not really a question, it's a suggestion. They put a question mark in it because they don't want you to think they're shaping your opinion. But what are you supposed to think when that's the question? You know what I mean? Like, taste this. Does it taste bad? You know, what are you going to say? No, it's amazing. Unhappy New Year. Poll finds Americans wary of the nation's course, its leaders, and its future ahead of 2023. 65% of those polled say the USA has gotten off on the wrong track, not headed in the right direction. Sounds bad. Things are getting worse across the board. But is it true? Not to me. Why? Oh, because I choose to see it differently. No. Here's what's true. Negativity sells. And that's the way they're spinning the numbers. Starting with the headline, this story is off. Unhappy New Year. Poll finds Americans wary of the nation's course, right? Now you read down the story. You got to read way down the story. And guess what you see? The numbers are better now that they use for the headline than they were in July. So things are getting better, yet you phrase it as if you're in a condition of being worse. Why? Because negativity sells. And here's the proof. Right in the piece, it's just way down. Right? So it gives them defense. Oh, no, we reported that. Yeah, where? Placement matters, okay? Headline, couple of graphs, and then readership goes, Rrr. Today's downbeat reading is an improvement from July. This is a quote. When 76% of Americans said the nation wasn't headed in the right direction. So the poll has moved 10 points for the better, and they ignore it in their own piece. Why? Negativity sells. And while problems are real, of course they're real. And people want them addressed, and of course you should. The winner of the trio of 3 different sentiments that they put up there was hope. Hope was the thing that people clung to the most. I wanted them to put out the 3 choices. They're not there. But hope won, okay? Because we are not convinced in America that we're doomed. That's not the way we live. Hope is the signature trait of the American dream. Okay? There you go. Thank you. So, our reality is aspirational. We choose hope naturally here, by inclination. What else do we see in this poll? Independents, free agents are moving away from parties. Why? They see the party system as poisoned by a battle to the bottom, exacerbated, of course, by toxicity on the right, and a lack of trust that the party system can get it done. Americans express little confidence in either political party or any branch of government to effectively address the challenges they see ahead. That's from the poll. That's a good sign that you're seeing the game and seeing that they're not getting it done. That's good. It's better than being duped into just thinking the problem is the other side. Both the Republican Party and the Democratic Party are now seen as too extreme by a majority of Americans. This is very important, this part here, okay? Hold it. This is very important. Yes, the 2 parties are not equal. Not right now. The right is uniquely corroded by toxicity. And yes, a big part of it has to do with the former president and the culture he built and what that party acquiesced to. But for Democrats to say, yeah, see, so they're worse, so we're good, don't lump us in. No, it's the system. It's the two-party system. It's the binary system. It's the zero-sum system. It has to be a constant battle between you two, and that doesn't work. And it hasn't worked for a long time, and in fact, it's been attacked since the Founding Fathers. Now, here's the good news. The population at large, the core of this country, gets it. Guess how many people want Biden investigated as a top concern? 5%. 54% of independents see any effort to go after Biden as really just to embarrass him. For all the feelings of worry and concerns about problems, there's an even more stubborn choice that we see in our suggestions in the data. We believe it can get better. And we need more reason to believe that. We need to have that fed. We need more of what the Ukraine president's message meant. Interconnected, interdependent. There is a good fight, and we must be together. There are no sides in righteous indignation. We must move away from sides, and that is a choice. Focusing on what is wrong is no more useful than focusing on what is working. And certainly, you would never do just wrong in any other business or enterprise. You always look at what works and redouble those efforts and find out what isn't and do less of that. All we talk about here is negativity because it sells, because fear sells, and it triggers self-protection. And that's a big dynamic in politics. But what does science tell us? So the science of behavioral change tells us that when you call out what is right, what someone is doing well, and reinforce that, say something nice, do something nice, give them something nice, that changes behavior many times more than any type of critical feedback or punishment. I know, I didn't like it either. I learned this as a parenting class. And I was like, what? Isn't it just one smack until a better behavior? No. You will change them by the smack in that moment. But you will not change their predilection to do the same thing. They'll just figure out how to get away with it. And that's true. This was isolated in child behavior. You want a kid to do something right? When they do it right, reward them for it, and they'll do it more. It turns out that when people are constantly catching us doing wrong things, we actually develop the traits of deception and figuring out ways to get away with doing it wrong rather than figuring out how to change our behavior for the better. In other words, what we do often, we will do well. So focus on what is wrong and you'll get the war of attrition that we're in with two parties constantly proving who's worse. But focus on what's better, solutions, deals, cooperation, you get to a better place. The gift is perspective, and perspective is a choice.